What up, folks? It's your boy KupoMagic here, and oh man, what a gift, man! Xbox gave us for the celebration of Xbox last night. Well, yesterday really was an early release of the Halo Infinite multiplayer. I had a good time with some friends. Despite me being under the weather, which, by the way, if you hear me kind of like stuff up, it's because I'm a little under the weather. But I still, despite that, I try to push through and have a good time. Was a good time, but hey, I'm here to give you my pros and cons. Again, these are just my opinion, nothing more of this Halo, I guess, early beta. But again, maybe they'll use them, maybe they will not use them. But here is my input on what happened after the first night of this gift from Xbox. Stay tuned. All right, folks, I'm going to jump right into it. I'm not going to waste your time. So I actually have 7 pros and 5 cons. I got more good things to say than bad, so that's something, right? So anyway, let's jump right into it. First thing, number one, it's free to play. I mean, with the quality of the game that they gave us to be a free to play game is outstanding. And not only do we get it early, but it's free. Free on Steam and free on the Game Pass. Again, I guess Game Pass is technically not free, so but you can get it on Steam. Either way, it is free for anyone to pick up. We had friends that would say, "Oh, I mean, I wish I could play that with you guys." Like, yeah, you can play with us. Go on Steam and download. I'm like, oh, this is great. So it was the fact that it was like top. I think it was like number 3 on most being played last night on Steam. And I got to say, like, I feel bad because, you know, with the Vanguard hate going on right now and the Battlefield situation going on right now, it's like, man, they kind of do a home run right now because it really came at a crazy time. A part of me kind of thinks that's why they kind of released it early. Because they're like, ooh, yeah, right in between the time of Vanguard and Battlefield's crap. But anyway, that's my first pro, free to play. Next up, we got runs smoothly. Again, for me, it ran pretty smooth. There were a few times in the menu where it would kind of like lag a little bit. And I'm just, honestly, I point that towards just so many people playing right at last night. There were just so many playing last night. So that's why me and my boys, we just threw it off. Like, nah, there's just a lot of people on right now. But besides that, you know, I think we heard about some people having maybe blue screen issues, but we didn't have any blue screen issues. We didn't have any hiccups. We didn't have any issues last night. We didn't, besides a little bit of lag in the menu. So it ran smoothly for me. I don't know if maybe it's my hardware I got my computer or what, but I ran on ultra, all settings, ultra, which you'll see in my settings later. And I know I didn't have any issues whatsoever. If you have any issues, comment down below your issues on what you were having in the game. My next pro is actually the grappling hook. Oh my gosh! Like some of the items in the game really felt like lackluster. Like the one melee one that basically bounces someone back. I mean, that's cool. You get them away from the objective or something. But besides that, man, but the grappling hook. Oh, I was doing some work with that thing, and I love it. I mean, I loved it in the Insider Beta, but last night I was just abusing that thing. It was
got an anime con still? But they stopped those.
Definitely one of my favorites. I had a great time with the grappling hook for sure. The ranking system is pretty cool. How they have it broken down between the different controllers. So basically, for example, if you're going to play solo on controller, Q, then you can that's its own ranking system. If you do keyboard and mouse, solo, duo, that's its own ranking system. If you do global and one of those input, that's its own ranking system. Like everything has its own ranking system. I kind of like the way they kind of separate it in a crossplay. And then if you do crossplay, that's also its own ranking system. Like this just crazy. I was just like, you know what? That's actually pretty awesome because, you know, you sit there and go, oh, I kind of want to just play controller. You ain't got to worry about no keyboard and mouse if you don't want to do with that, and you have its own ranking system. It's pretty cool. Like that a lot. Awesome. Perfect. The AI, some people are hit and miss with it. Some people don't like it at all. They think it's cheesy, and they think it talks too much, and some people just turn the volume down on it or they turn it off somehow. Me, I like the AI systems. Those things are freaking cool. From time to time, they make these cool little like sayings and stuff like that, and sometimes they say some bratty ones too. But it enhances the experience, of the game. So I think the AI system is actually pretty cool. Me and my boys, we kept it on for sure. I prefer the Butler. The Butler right now is really awesome. And also the first one, which I forgot the name of, but the Butler is definitely, honestly, as so far the best one until I think we unlocked the last one, which looks like a hard hat thing. The pro player skins, bro, like there was plenty of times every time a match screen start, you see everybody standing there, and some people have the like the little they brought the little like team skins. Oh my gosh, some of those team skins are so sick, bro. Oh my gosh, like I haven't got one yet, but I'm looking at definitely looking at two that I want for sure. They look incredible. Like some of them, they really went all out, and they're really trying to push esports here for this game, obviously. And if you got the money, I think it's like, so that's 1,000. So I think it's about like $10. So they're probably $10 a piece. Definitely worth getting one if you have a favorite team that you like to represent. They really went out on those skin colors. Definitely should get one. I'll get one eventually, but not right away. Lastly, for a pro, just the fact that there wasn't any, I didn't really have too many toxic people last night. It's kind of like a side pro because not a big one, but I just didn't have, I only had one toxic encounter, but everyone else was having a good time in the chat, having a good time in the voice chat. It was awesome. Didn't have too many, had one guy who we were playing Slayer and he wanted us to basically back him up and stick with him, and it's just like, bro, it's Slayer. If we were playing like a team based game like Oddball or what's the other ones, Oddball, or something that someone needed to be defended or protected, then absolutely I got your back, bro, all the time. But if it's just like go out there and just kill, bro, like, I mean, certain team-based games you need to kind of stick together, but Halo's one of those games you go out there and just slay, kill. If I need to be with you, then that tells you like you need to get good, bro. Like get good. I go out there and I smash, bro. Real talk. So, yeah. So that's the pros. Not too many, not really no toxic people at all. So great. That's the pros. Let's shoot down to the cons. All right, folks, as I said, it's time for the cons. As I said, unfortunately, we got to have some cons here. It is always a pro and con system. So, again, these are only my opinion, not something I say the game should be. These are my opinions, my wishes. Again, they said this is still kind of considered a beta. So, things may change. They may even hear some of us, and they may change some of these things. They may not change any of them. Who knows? But these are just my opinion. All right. First up, nerfed weapons. Okay, so I played in most, if not all, the Infinite Insiders, and there has definitely been some changes in two weapons that stand out to me. The Needler and the Commando. Listen to me, like Commando definitely got nerfed. Like it still kind of got some pop to it, but it's not popping as hard like it used to. Again, if they felt like it was too much, okay, fine, I guess. But the one thing that really gets me is the Needler. Last night, everybody agreed the Needler needs to get its buff. Like they nerfed it, but they kind of just over nerfed it. They nerfed it too much. Like Needler was always a weapon that was known to be powerful in Halo history. When you pulled that needle out and you shot with it, and they got stuck with enough needles, boom. That's just Halo how it's always been. Now it's like you have to actually use the entire clip and hit all needles with the entire clip, and sometimes that may not be enough to actually get the explosion. Like, no, it used to be maybe half the clip and they would explode. So like, it's just like it got to a certain point, no one picked it up. Everyone was just like, I'm not picking up that weapon. I'm not picking up the needle. It's pointless. It's just not as good as it used to be. They nerfed it way too hard. Bring the needle up just a little bit back to what it's been in Halo history. People's, it's always been bad. No, leave it alone. That's Halo history, bro. If you got a problem, get good, bro. Like, don't get hit by it. Daily and weekly challenges have been locked to the battle pass. Like, I get the game is free, so they got to make some money some way. I get it 100%. But every FPS game that I've played has weekly and daily challenges unlocked. Splitgate is free game, dailies and weeklies unlocked. Call of Duty, Battlefield, whatever. You know, they all have weekly and daily challenges not locked behind a battle pass.
You require a battle pass just to do like extra goals, like extra weekly shit?
So I did see that. I thought that was weird too. That in
Yeah.
order to get the challenges, you have to get the battle pass. That's kind of dumb.
Yeah, that's a little extra.
That's a little dumb. I mean, the battle pass is $10, but yeah, it shouldn't have to pay for that. I guess they say it's not. If you think about it, if that's the case, it's almost not a free game. It's $10.
Yeah.
Why are you locking them behind a battle pass? I get that you're a free game and you want to make some money, but that is, I'm in my mind. It didn't really bother me right away because I immediately bought the battle pass. That's just me. That's because I'm a Halo fan. I immediately spent the $10, not the 25, premium $30 for the premium thing. But I spent the $10 and got the battle pass. But one of my boys, the Matt Gaming, he was basically like, "Yo, that's kind of stupid. I'm not getting that because I should be able to do challenges." And in a way, I kind of understood him because I'm like, every other game has it. Like, you got to have some type of thing to unlock your, to get your points up and rank up or whatever. And that's a ranking. That's a whole nother story. But still, like, it's really weird that he locked it behind the battle pass. You have to get the battle pass to get the challenges. But again, I'm one of the ones that bought the battle pass, so don't shoot at me. I'm just saying that if for other people, that's kind of weird. But that's definitely a con for sure. Grenade hell. Xbox. Halo has always been a game with grenades, right? You see someone down a hall, throw a grenade, fire, death, or fire, grenade, death. It's in a Halo, DNA to throw a grenade and fire vice versa. I get it, 100%. But for some reason, in this Halo, I don't know what it is, but grenades seem amped up times 20, bro. Like, there's times where it's just like, bro, what is this? Is this Halo or freaking like grenade swarm?
Your team scored.
How is he still alive from all the grenades, bro? He should be dead.
I'm telling you, it's always when we throwing grenades, you just don't work.
Like, and then it's like extra grenades all over the map. Like, there's always been grenades over Halo maps. I know what you're thinking. I get it. But it just seems a little like they could just tone it down maybe a little bit on the grenades. Maybe make the cooldown, the timers on the grenades coming back maybe a little higher. It probably will work out perfectly. That's all they gotta do. It'd probably be a simple fix of making the timer on the cooldown of the grenades a little higher. That spawn, the spawn timer, and it'll probably fix that right away. That's an easy fix, but it's just crazy right now. There's times where it's just like, holy cow. And then some of these folks, I gotta give it to you. Some of these folks got like this like next level precision, like grenade throwing. Like, holy cow, dude.
I'll show him.
Like, there's been moments me and my team was just like, bro, like, whoever it was deserves an award. Like, I mean, even me, I ain't gonna lie, I got lucky last night. I threw a hell of a grenade last night, and it landed, and it just threw it up, and it landed, boom. I'm like, oh, it got a kill.
Just listen to that for like a good hour or two.
Oh my gosh. But but there's some people be hitting corners and making it hit corners, go down a hole. I'm like, bro, you need to go play grenade golf or something, man. It's crazy. Known to NVIDIA features. I don't know if they just pro AMD or pro something else, or maybe they're not pro any of the companies. But I would really like to see, again, this may not necessarily be a con. This may just be a one, really, I guess. But I would really like them to get NVIDIA Reflex. Halo is a big enough game that, like, games like, Call of Duty, Battlefield, or Apex, those games all have Reflex. NVIDIA Reflex, for people like me that live in Alaska, with our ping situation, it helps so much. Please, 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 343, please, some way, somehow, get connected with NVIDIA and get that reflex. Get that reflex for the official release on the 8th. Please, because that reflex boost, it just, oh, fast. For people that have, like, in areas with natural bad ping, like Alaska, it helps so much. Please. Because there's been moments where I've been, like, shooting and I'm like, I know that's a ping issue. That one kill was a ping issue. Like, that would have helped if I had that reflex. Lastly, lunging on melee. Like, okay, look, it happens. Like, it's not consistent. Like, you'll get it, but then sometimes you won't get it. So you'll go melee and you think you had a good distance for a lunge and it won't lunge. Or sometimes you'll do it and it actually will lunge. Like, oh, okay. And then, or oddball when you're holding the skull. You know, I think that's when the lunge happens the most, or it's really supposed to. But sometimes I had the skull and it wouldn't lunge, but it will lunge sometimes. So it's like, again, this is something that can probably easily be fixed because it's considered still in beta. They can tweak that out and go from there. There's, you know, that's something to look at, guys, and hopefully get that fixed, because that caused us to die a lot because we expected that lunge when it's supposed to be there, especially with the eyeball. The skull, I think, gives you a little lunge, and it just wasn't working at times, and it got us killed. So that's basically it. But, folks, overall, that's it. That's all I got. Overall, I will say I had an amazing time last night. The game was great. We had a lot of fun. These were just my pros and cons, and if you didn't like them, please comment down below. Fine. If you did like them, you know, appreciate that. You know, express yourself down below. Or if you have your own set of pros and cons, you know, comment down below what you like or didn't like. You know, I want to hear it. And if you did like this video, please hit the like button. I would greatly appreciate that. And if you like my previous videos and this one, hit the sub button and the bell. Appreciate you and have a good one. Take care, folks. Peace.